y'all feel me on this. Y'all can follow me on this. Those that's coming in, follow me on this. I need to let y'all hear me on this. I need y'all to understand, overstand, understand, and understand on all of this. Again, I want to give thanks to the Great Mother, the seven ancestral spirits of creation, the archangels, the angels, the ancestors, the ancestral abode. I ask you all to please protect yours truly and those that are striving for righteousness, the best of their abilities, that are also being attacked by those that are in wolves and sheep's clothing. Protect us from those that are like that. Protect us from those people that are out there, literally leading the people down the wrong path. We urge you and say, please help them wake righteousness in this planet of Tiamat, Gaia, Kai. Please protect us and please show them the way as well, and also protect them as well, and have them find their rightful place in society to bring forth peace, love, and love, peace, love, light, and darkness, to bring support, to bring forth supreme verse, to bring forth balance. I want to say Ashe, and I also want to say Ayah Bobo, and also happy Dambala's Day to those that are actually on that path as well. I want to say Alafia to everybody. I want to say all the above, shalom, everything to everybody that's actually doing their best to be on their path of righteousness, and those that are actually doing their best to be great spiritual beings living a human experience. I mean, humans living a great spiritual beings living a human experience. I want to say that to you. And please, let's go ahead and go on today on what I have to say. I'm going to wait a little bit to get my thoughts together. All right. I'm not going to be on here long. We are caught in a society, in a world today, that want to deal with a lot of separation. But I'm talking about those that are in the community I'm a part of. We should not go into any of these illusions to bring forth confusion and chaos. Hey, what's going on? I can't pronounce it. I'm going to say Kaya. Is it Kaya? I can't pronounce the first, but how you doing, family? Let me see. Final. Is that slave one queen? Is that how you pronounce it? How you doing? Is that a Kato Yuga? How you doing? How everybody doing today? All right. We cannot get caught up in what's going on between people that look like us in our community and also our distant cousins or relatives that are from the continent of Africa. We cannot get caught up with that. That's a part of the distraction that's taking place. Meanwhile, the planet herself is going through a serious transformation that we need to get ready for. We need to prepare ourselves, thanks to another subscriber by the name of Mother Shelly Kaysen, who sent me a video. We need to prepare ourselves for what's about to happen, because the brothers and sisters need to know what's about to take place. Okay? We're talking about the whole beef with the FBA, also with the Africans. That's why I'm trying to get into that, because I tried to put it on title. They took me straight off of here. We can't get caught up in that. And I'm going to tell you why. Those people, those brothers and sisters that's been born and raised here, that are indigenous or whatever you want to call ourselves. Okay? The planet herself is going through a lot of transformations. A lot of different energies are here and that are taking place here. We cannot get caught up in our emotions, because what's happening is a lot of distractions that are happening to stop us from rising back up again. A lot of different organizations have been infiltrated by people that have money to try to stop our demise on rising up on a spiritual level. And what I mean is that when you claim to be what you call FBA, if you call yourself ADOS, I'm literally going to tell you it's not backed up on how who you think they're that's backing it up. There's a brother that did a video, I forgot his name, but he exposed all of that and let it be known that it's people that look like this that's backing these organizations up. And that there are things going on in this country and also in that particular continent that we call Africa, which is actually not the real name. Al-Kabulun, I think that's how you call it. That's the real name of it. This country was also connected to that same country. This country has resources too that they don't want you to know. Because us people that look like this, copper colored, we had resources over here as well. And at the same time, they know that when we wake up and start claiming our birthright, that we have the power. We're beefing with our distant cousins and relatives over there, while stuff being taken over there from natural resources and all of that is the same thing that's going on over here, quiet as kept. Meanwhile, we're bickering and beefing over nonsense when we don't even own the Federal Reserve notes at all. We need to start raising our vibrations up even higher and start looking at the smoking screens or the smoking mirrors that's being put forth in front of us. We're bickering and beefing like we're guys, women, and men on a block that we don't even own. But yet we're indigenous to the planet, not just this land. And we constantly keep on falling for the okie dokes repeatedly over and over and over and over and over. Don't you realize that they black-faced what you consider so-called white supremacy? They black-faced it. But I'm going to leave that alone and let you really let that marinate. Because that color black is also a part of the Christian color codes that were and still is a part of the Vatican. Look it up. You have people like, what's his name? Taj Tariq Bey spoke on that. All of these people spoke on the Christian color codes, all of that. We need to start waking up and realizing what the Sam hell is really going on here. But yet we're constantly keep on listening to these people that have the charisma, that we think that's relatable. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, Mr. Andrew. I don't understand what you're trying to say, but the whole thing is I'm trying to get to the point where I'm saying, like, we got to really wake up on that. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different hidden hands. It don't make any sense. There's so many different hidden hands all over the place. And that we have to come... Can you what? Anyway, I'm going to just say that we need to really come into that conclusion and start really thinking about things. So, my thing to everybody is that we need to wake up and smell the coffee on what's taking place. All the lies, all these agendas, all these hidden hands, everything. And how many people are created to be leaders just to baffle and confuse the masses, but also confuse the melanated people. Oh, you said what's taking place? Have you been looking at the earthquakes, the volcanic eruptions? Have you been looking at everything around you? Have you even saw what happened over there in Asia that they're not talking about? That there was an earthquake that hit Asia, that they're also getting flooded over there in certain parts of Asia too, that they're being evacuated. There's also a video that one of my subscribers sent to me where a gentleman, exactly, thank you, But yet, people are being caught in these distractions. My man, now you see what I'm talking about, Andrew. So people getting caught in these distractions, like this whole FBA in Africa thing, this all these different things. And see, let me tell you, we need to start getting caught up in these illusions, man. Because they're talking about probably 2027 that we got to keep our eyes over here in the U.S. And I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Look, I understand what you're saying, my dear beloved. I'm not raging against no wall, though. I'm putting a message out there because you know why? Sometimes you got to put it out there because one day somebody's going to say, I heard this from somewhere, and I need to figure out where. I'm not looking at smaller goals. I love people. I love the human race, but I also love people that look like me as well. I love people. I love the human race, but I'm here for the people that look like me too. Because in the beginning of it all, we were the ones that were here first. And all this calamity and all this chaos is off because of how the way the women are too. Because the women were the first ones here, not man. This is actual facts. Because that X chromosome that men have, that come from the woman, not from the man. This planet itself is feminine. We're dealing with the mitochondrial DNA now. When it come down to it, there's no smaller goals for me. I always think big. I cannot and I refuse to lower myself to have smaller goals, to just reach out to the masses at least so they can wake up. That is one of my goals. Because one of these days, somebody's going to remember this. And I was already told that I have reached millions from my Godfather, and I didn't even realize it. So I'm still going to keep on talking on what I know and how I feel. And I respect your opinion, and I love it. But I can never, ever lower my thoughts or the energy that I have within, the compassion that I have. I cannot do that. It won't listen, it's not pride, it's my spirit. Right. Hey, Andrew. Let me see. Right, Andrew. I mean, I feel you on a lot of listen. I'm here to let everybody know I can't agree with I'm not here to disagree. I'm right here neutral. I feel where everybody's coming from. But we got to be realistic about everything. At the end of the day, if Yellowstone would go ahead and go off, how many of us really are ready for that? You talking about a super volcano, and yet you got people caught up in all this daggone confusion, all of this illusions and unheard of stuff. You get what I'm saying? We are caught up with all of that. I feel what you're saying, Andrew. I feel what everybody's saying. I can't judge anybody, but I'm here to let you know, like, yo, we're caught up in so much confusion and chaos right now. And if this daggone volcano were to erupt, how many people are really going to be ready? Guess what? At the end of it all, nature don't care. Why? Because we didn't care. We didn't show that we cared. We never did. The human race lost this way because of the internet, because of the vibrations and the music, all of that. The human race don't even care no more, it seems like. But yet, you got a young brother like me that's on here trying to tell people like, yo, we need to wake up. Stop being on that BS. It went from having 14 people watching to now 2. Well, I'm with you. I'm with you, Andrea. I'm with you too, Yuga. I feel where y'all coming from, but you know what? You got all these big platforms that's just putting out. All these big platforms are really dealing with a lot of illusions. I might be fighting against whomever, but guess what? I can say I put the message out there. I know when my time come, at least I tried. At least I tried. Those that are spiritual, they know, hey, people come down here to deliver a message for a reason. That message could be something that's serious, like I'm talking about. It could be something that just might be the most minute thing. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all that matters is that the message got put out there. Listen, I'm not on here to become YouTube famous. I'm not on here for that. When thoughts on my mind, it comes to me. If a download comes to me, that's what I bring. I get tired of seeing the ignorance of people getting caught in the chaos when I see the full potential in others. I see the full potential in others. It don't matter what race, color, and creed, but I tell everybody, I always attend to the people that look like me first. I love the human race, but I always attend to people that look like me first. But why? Because the people that I represent can be a hard-headed group of people. And they need to understand that, honestly, this planet is feminine first. And that we're not catering and understanding what's going on. We're making the same mistakes that we did hundreds, billions, thousands of years ago. Same mistakes. Same mistakes. I appreciate it. Same mistakes. And yet, here we are. What are we doing? The same shit repeatedly. The same thing repeatedly. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And yet we still haven't learned our lessons yet? Like, come on. How many people going to come and speak this, and then the first thing people say, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know. But you got people like yours truly, you, many others, that are saying the same thing, and they don't care. But when reality hits or shit hits the fan, oh, what we going to do? What we going to do? How are we going to do this? What we going to do? But you listen to the charismatic person that get all these viewers that don't have no answers on where to go and how to monopolize this situation so we all can work together. You want to go ahead and follow and listen to the person that's talking nonsense, yeah, and got your emotions routed up, yeah, I feel, yeah. But they don't have the answers, or they can't help you with the solutions to the problems. Why? Because we get caught in the emotions. And from what I learned from the Nubians back in the day, emotions means energy in motion, constantly moving. We keep on getting caught in a cipher repeatedly over and over with these emotions. And it gets no progress made. No solutions are made. Nothing is done. I then came up with solutions in other channels I was featured on. And I was literally thought I was trying to take over stuff. Came up with plans that was given to me from downloads and so on, and said, hey, let's try this. But I guarantee you, if I was a multi-million-dollar mogul or billion-dollar mogul and I was on YouTube, you know how many people like, yo, how can I get to where you at? Yo, can you loan me money? Can you do this? That's where we have a problem. We get caught up and the 3D, which is also nouns, people, places, and things. We get caught up in the emotions. We get caught up in all the above, but yet here we are. We don't even look at what life really have to offer other than money, other than women, other than cars, other than clothes, other than getting Gucci, Prada, all this other nonsense, gold, silver. I mean, listen, we want all of this, but yet a lot of us along the way lose your soul because you want all these riches, all of this. You want the baddest chick. You want the baddest. You want all of this material gain. And people that have that, it don't get you. You know what I'm saying? You too, family. I appreciate you. You're a mod too. Just let you know, I made you a mod along with Andrew. I appreciate you. Have a great day too. But it's just where I'm at with everything. I see that people are caught up with the illusion of confusion and chaos, and they love it. And I feel like a lot of people in the world are mentally not there right now because of the frequencies and the chaos, the confusion, and the stuff that they see on television, the stuff that they see on the internet. A lot of people that you see, the celebrities, they're not all happy. But we got people that want to have the BBLs and all that other stuff, and we're caught up because we are caught up in what you call what? We are caught up in the illusion. We are caught up in the visual of things. When it come down to the FBA against the Africans and the Africans against the FBA, guess what? That's a part of the illusion. That's a part of the plan. I'm going to get these ninjas to go up against each other. Meanwhile, guess what? I'm stealing the resources from there in the continent. And guess what else? I'm stealing the energy. I'm stealing the resources in the United States. And guess what? These people that are copper colored, they don't realize that they're indigenous to this land anyway. And if you don't believe me, look up the Yamasee tribe in South Carolina. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. I thank you for that. So that's what we got. Look at the Yamasee. Look at the Yamasee. The Yamasee look like this brother right here. And they indigenous, they Native American. Shout out to their chief. I love how he's moving. I love how the tribe is moving. And he dropped a serious science on people, and people missed that. He said something, I'm just paraphrasing it, I'm not saying it's all the way true. He literally said out his mouth that those tribes had to put down something. I think they said they had to be Negro or something like that, just to go ahead and get certain things. Talking about the other tribes. And the Yamasee, is federally recognized. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not saying that's what he said word for word. So, when you say you FBA, think about that, because it don't exist in the court of law. FBA don't exist in the court of law. Okay? And then you're going against African people, saying don't go to their shops and all that. Man, listen, that stuff is a part of the illusion, and the whole FBA movement was started backed up by people that don't look like you. This is sickening. When are we going to wake up? When are people and human beings going to wake up? When are people going to wake up and realize it's not a joke? Wake up, people. I love my people. I love the human race, but god dang, we get caught up in nonsense and it don't make any sense to me. But yet we want to be all the way true in reality, but we are still caught up in the illusion of the matrix itself. Then we're getting caught up in what we think is right when it's actually wrong, and we're being misguided by people that don't even know what the hell they're talking about. But anyway, I digress. It's sad. I can keep on fighting, keep on pushing, but I guarantee if I start talking about nonsense on my channel, I'll get higher ratings. I'll get all of that. Because I get it. YouTube is a place where people can escape to. But that's okay. I got it. I know what I'll do. I know what change is going to come. On that note, y'all, please don't get caught up in that FBA African beef. Those that look like me, don't get caught up in that. It's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, you're being laughed at and being ridiculed and being made a mockery out of. I'm talking about both parties. Both parties are being made fun of. Trust me on that. It's like they really got you. They got your numbers, and y'all don't even realize it. And they're messing with you. They're making a mockery of you. They're laughing at you. They're saying, look at these dumb idiots beefing over what? We got them where they want them. We got them where we want them. We got that. We got our foot against their necks. We got the people that claim to be FBA that don't even know who they really are. They don't even realize they're indigenous to the land. We got their cousins from across the seas, relatives across the seas they beefing with. That used to be in power in Europe. They used to be the royal families of Europe. We kicked them out of Europe. Now they're in so-called Africa. We got them beefing with each other. Y'all need to really realize what time it is. This is not a joke, because how the planet is moving, she ain't playing. And I want to let it be known that I love both my brothers and sisters in the U.S. I love my brothers and sisters over there in that continent. I love my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. Shout out to my brothers and sisters that are Haitian and so on. I want to say I love all of y'all in the Caribbean. By the way, my name, it is Haitian on here. I love y'all. My family migrated from Louisiana. You know the connection to Louisiana and Haiti. And the Caribbean in general, along with Florida, southeast of the U.S. One love to that, all of that. The Yamasee, everybody, your Washita, all of y'all. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all think about what's going to happen, because all this confusion and chaos that's conflicting, y'all don't even realize that this planet is feminine, and this planet is actually connected to our women. Our women is connected to this planet. The mitochondrial DNA. The mitochondrial DNA is connected to the womb man, the so-called melanated womb man on this planet. And since she's off acting like she's off the rocker, now Gaia is doing the same. Sisters, y'all got to get your divinity back. Peace, how you doing? You got to get your divinity back. Sisters, get your divinity back. Claim it back. Brothers, come on. Get it together. We got to wake up. This planet is not joking anymore, y'all. Stop getting caught up in the matrix. Stop getting caught up in the bull crap. Because I'm telling you, nature's fighting back, and she's revealing herself. Y'all better look what's going on over there. How you doing, fam? How you doing from Japan? How you feeling? I like the logo. That looks nice. You know what I'm saying? We just got to wake up and realize what's going on in the planet today. All these earthquakes, all these natural disasters, all this flooding, all this chaos and confusion. We got to use divine love, man. Y'all better start picking up the book on the Tao and also on Zen and stuff. Y'all need to start figuring out stuff. Because enough is enough. Thank you for watching, fam. I appreciate you, okay? We just got to move forward on this journey, y'all. Please. Enough with the illusions and confusion. We got to move forward, because Earth is talking. I'm telling y'all. Earth is talking around the world, man. Anyway, I digress. How you doing, Kay? I'm glad you came on. I was just talking about the Earth, but I was talking about the illusions. But I'm talking about people that look like me in this country that's beefing with people from Africa and all this confusion, all this chaos of nonsense. We as human beings got too much to do and live for on this planet. I really want I really want people to realize that the so-called Black Americans, we were also called Asiatics. Long story about that. At one point in time, people don't even know their own history about life in general. They don't know. We got to wake up and realize what time it is. This planet has been really acting amok through these years that come. That's been going on for these past years, and it's tiring to see how people can just be ignorant and want to start chaos, confusion, want to beef and want to argue over nonsense. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm being funny or not, but I'm being real about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like where I'm at with this is like pushing everything, trying to figure out what's next. But otherwise, I'm out of here, y'all. Hopefully, one day, somebody understand that this planet is actually a living organism, and that she is not playing. All this stuff that's coming down the pipe with the natural disasters, the earthquakes, and all this volcanic eruptions and stuff. I hope y'all ready for that. I hope y'all ready. Those brothers and sisters in Asia, keep your eyes open. That's all I can tell y'all. Because it's not going to look pretty. Because once these floods start kicking in, these earthquakes start kicking in, I don't know what to say. Over here in the U.S., they said we have until 2027. So get y'all shit together. Because like the other night, a couple weeks ago, something happened over in Asia. I just can't remember what place. An earthquake or something hit. So let y'all know. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes away from them distractions. That FBA African bull crap, stay away from it. That beef, stay away from it. I'm out of here. Done. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balancement. May the ancestors and the great mother protect you and yours. I love you all. Peace.